And actually, I'm quite upset because I already recorded this hero breakdown about a few weeks ago, and just when I was about to release it, SG said, hey, just kidding, we're gonna nerf this woman and completely change what it is that Hey, thanks so much for checking out the channel. If you're curious about any other hero in Empires and Puzzles, you can view my website at anchorgame.com. There you will find I've graded every single hero with a calibrated team of graders. This resource will always be free. Thinking about supporting the hero grades and the breakdown videos? You're welcome to donate. Otherwise, feel free to share this resource with a friend. I have my exclusive line group called Anchor Cove, where you gain access to myself and tons of other experienced players with on-demand information and resources. If that piques your interest, all that information is on the opening page of my website with a short video. Let me dive into today's hero breakdown. Hey, thanks so much for checking out the channel. Today we're going to be doing a brand new hero breakdown on Vela. This poor woman has been nerfed so many times I should probably start calling her a Nerf Gun. It's pretty ridiculous. And actually, I'm quite upset because I already recorded this hero breakdown about a few weeks ago, and just when I was about to release it, SG said, hey, just kidding, we're gonna nerf this woman and completely change what it is that she does. So now we're waiting a whole long time for me to release this video, and I think I have a little bit of grip on what she does. She's got 743 on her attack, 729 on her defense, and 1303 on her health. She is still running at fast speed, which impresses me. I'm glad that they didn't decide to change that as well too. She does have an innate resistance of incoming negative effects and damage from minions. That means Nor, I don't care what you're doing. It means any minion that's trying to do damage to her, don't care what you're doing. Just reflect that. It's not going to do anything. She deals now 130% damage to all enemies. All enemies receive 177 water damage over 3 turns. All enemies, not just red, all enemies get minus 34% attack for 3 turns. And the elemental link gives all ice allies 10% critical chance for 6 turns. This effect cannot be dispelled. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. It is a free massive turn-based dark fantasy RPG. To try this game out, all you gotta do, go to the video description, click on the special links. You'll receive 100,000 silver, 50 gems, 10 mystery shards, and 1 free champion, Hexweaver. All your treasure is waiting for you right over here. So let's break it down. As far as the damage, she went from 150 to now 130 in this current version. Okay, that's kind of annoying. All enemies now receive 177 water damage over 3 turns. They kept the same amount of damage over 3 turns, except the last version had it over 4 turns. So nothing changed in terms of the amount of damage that everybody's receiving. It's just changing it for less turns. Now, one important thing to notate is they changed it to where all enemies now get minus 34% attack for 3 turns, rather than just red enemies. And then they did remove the extra damage against red enemies. Kept the same elemental link, which gives all ice allies 10% critical chance for 6 turns. So obviously a lot has changed. They proposed different versions of her, and I'll be honest with you, I am actually satisfied with this settled version. I know a lot of people are wondering, is she still good? Is she still relevant? Does she still belong on defense? Let me kind of explain everything for you. Now, you guys may not remember a time when Zelene was running wild and was paired with Guinevere, and it made it so the defense was really, really resilient because Guinevere was keeping everybody alive, making it so the mana is going down, protecting itself with purple, and then you had Zelene that was flanking, that was making it so that the attack would go down, and it was extended over a period of time. So I would now probably compare Vela as Zelene, which Zelene is definitely a little bit better because she's also dispelling as well. Whereas Vela has the extra damage. It's a little bit more damage than what Zelene does, but she does it over time. So I do really like this, and not to mention she also gives critical chance. So a lot of people, I see everybody's kind of coming, they're like, hey man, like I don't like her, they totally blew her up. It's like, I'll be honest with you, when making this video, I don't think that I'm ever going to make a video that everybody's going to agree on, especially with this hero. But I did talk to my hero grading team. There was still a lot of polarizing thoughts, and I know you're going to watch this and some of you are going to hate me, and some of you are going to say, hey man, you're really right on. I'm sorry I took a little bit of time to explain that because this is kind of a controversial hero, and people are really wondering what's going on. So let's break it down. We take a look at what she does against a Titan. She's still going to get an A grade there. Reason being is she's setting it up so it gets a minus 34% attack for 3 turns, and then also gives you the critical chance. She also does have really high tile damage at 743. I really like her against the Titans. I didn't really use her for having it so she deals extra damage. It helped a little bit, but the reason why I really liked her on Titans was the fact that she gave attack power down, and not to mention I also gave her emblems, so she definitely fit into my high tile damage slot, and you could put her in there for sure. So she's going to get an A grade there. When we look at her offensive grade, she is still going to get an A grade, and I actually like her more on offense now. Reason being is giving minus 34% attack to all enemies is definitely extremely relevant. I really like her on offense. Now, some people are really upset because they were more using her for damage, and I could see how potentially you were using her, but you need to understand that she's a completely different hero now, and she's not set up to deal damage, but she's more set up to keep your team alive and then have the continuous damage that comes through. That's her really important thing. Not to mention she's running at fast speed and she's impacting all of the board. So she's giving all enemies the attack down, and she's dealing all damage to all of them, and she's still running at fast speed. I think that this is quite fair. I really do like her better on offense now. When we look at her defensive grade, she is going to get a B grade as far as the tank goes. Reason being is she is still running at fast speed. She is hitting all enemies. The attack does come into play. I think this might even flex into a B+, mostly because you can't really, bring heroes against her. Now, if she still had her old ability to where dealt extra damage against fire, and then also set it up so that you have only fire enemies are getting the attack down, she would be way worse as far as the tank position goes. But now with her impacting all of the board, I could see this flex into a B+. If you are switching to blue tanks, could be a factor, but you probably won't see that. Now, this is the most controversial grade. She is still going to get an A+ grade as a flank. I do see still a lot of usability. You're not seeing people from the top remove all emblems and go picketing and remove her from her defense. I still have great results. I still have her flanking. She's still doing really well. She's kind of annoying. But now the reason she could potentially get flexed out and down to an A, guys, I'll tell you, to be honest with you, I was really hesitant of keeping the A+ grade, but I still think that she's still an amazing hero. She doesn't deal as much damage. She definitely makes it a little bit more fair. But what I really do like about Vela is that this will be a hero that you'll be able to use continuously in the future if things do turn away from Teleria tanks. Now, Vela was really good because Teleria is here. She wouldn't be that great if we had Guinevere still running wild in her previous form, but I will say now, I do still like her on defense, completely independent as far as what's going on with the tank. Running at fast speed, also setting up so that they get a dot over 3 turns, and then also making it so that they have to plan against the minus 34% attack for 3 turns. That is something that you need to plan around because it's not real fun. I know that I battled into Zelene a ton of times in flanking, and it'd be super annoying. You had to make sure you had a hero like Bold Tusk that could combat it, so it's definitely a factor there. So I still like her as a flank. She is possibly the best flanking hero still. She could be compared against maybe Master Lepus or Costume Magni that might take that slot, but still I think she gives them enough competition to where she still garnishes that A+ grade as a flank. Now in her wing grade, she is going to get an A grade in the wing. I do like this hero is a little bit more flexible on defense now. You can put her in the wing if you really need to. I still definitely like Finley over her in the wing, but in the future you have some usability, so you don't need to strip all her emblems. On defense, she's still going to get that A+ grade on defense. Very, very, very difficult grade. Like I said, I battled back and forth between A and A+, but I still think that she's an overall amazing hero when it comes to defense. Definitely slightly downgraded a little bit as far as the flank goes, but I think overall she still requires that A+ grade. When we look at her rush attack grade, she is still going to get an A on rush attack. She's usable. I do like her. But now she's used in a completely different way. You guys have to keep in mind, she's no longer the hero that deals a whole bunch of damage. She's going to prevent your team from dying by giving the attack distributing a little bit more damage, and then also helping out with the critical chance for 6 turns. So she's still going to get an A on rush attack. On buff, she's going to get an A that might even flex into an A+, reason being running at fast speed, giving attack power down to all the enemies. Still a great hero. On buff, going to get an A. And on Bloody Battle, she's going to get an A+ grade, running anything at fast speed that hits all of the board and deals damage to everything, and also makes it so that they can't attack into you, and giving you a critical chance. She's going to be awesome on Bloody Battle. She's going to get an A+ grade there. She is still going to get that overall grade of an A+. Like I said, I know you guys might debate me. I know she's not going into the B+ grade. I don't think that I could see her going into an A- grade. I think that anybody that is debating me between an A+ or an A. And overall, still guys, whether it's an A or an A+ grade, she's still an amazing hero. So thank you so much for checking out this channel, watching this video. Please make sure you subscribe, turn notifications on, and I'll see you on the next one. Hey, thanks so much for checking out the channel. Today we're going to be doing a brand new hero breakdown on Nerf Gun. Or Vela.